Hello buddy, today I am going to review the 1994 Coen Brothers film, The Hudsucker Proxy. Now, the reason why I am reviewing this film may seem a bit random, but I just realized that I haven't seen a Coen Brothers film in quite a while. And I decided to actually watch one that I haven't seen yet. And I decided to watch the Hudsucker Proxy because I have seen a video about the Hudsucker Proxy on my recommended feed on YouTube, which is called "What the Hudsucker Proxy Means" or something like that similar. Anyways, it's a very good video and I highly recommend it. And I just realized that I haven't seen a Coen Brothers film in a very hot minute. So I decided to why not to take a look at it, to watch it, and after watching it, I was in the mood to just talk about it because, man, it's the Hudsucker Proxy is nothing that I expected. Like I didn't expect this, just such a comedic and almost fairy tale like film in a way. Like there is a bit of fantasy in it, but like the Coen brothers have always been very good at mixing genres. Like so far, the films that I have seen from them are just a minute, Raising Arizona, Fargo, The Big Lebowski, Oh Brother Where Art Thou, No Country for Old Men, and Burn After Reading. And now also the Hudsucker Proxy. And with all of their films that I have seen, that is, they're just very good at mixing genres. They're extremely good at like putting comedy in like serious situations. Like they're pretty much the masters of their craft. And this film just both of the Coens, Joel and Ethan, are just incredibly talented. And this the film's writing by them and also Sam Raimi. I should have mentioned that even though it is a Coen Brothers film, like it is directed by them, this is very much a Sam Raimi movie. Also, because he's also one of the writers of the film with the Coens, and also he is a second unit director. So yeah, and the film does have a bit of Sam Raimi isms in there, especially in the montage scene where the hula hoops are being made. Is very Sam Raimi like. Plus that, and Bruce Campbell is also in the film, so that he's probably in there because of Sam Raimi, which is also nice. Plus it's also awesome to see Bruce Campbell in this. So yeah. Anyways, so the plot centers around Norville Barnes, who is played by Tim Robbins, who is this very dumb and kind of naive college grad who tries to find work, and it just so happens that he got a job at the Hudsucker industry, where the chairman, wearing Hudsucker, that's his name, is threw himself out of a window, and now the company is looking for a new president of the company, and the CEO, played by Paul Newman, Sidney J. Musburger, that's his name. And I just want to quickly mention, like, Norville Barnes, Sidney J. Musburger, wearing Hudsucker. Like, I just love the names in this film. Like, the names that the characters have are very ridiculous and funny, and I that alone just makes me laugh at the film. Just I love it so much, the ridiculous names. Anyways, thanks to a series of circumstances, Norville gets to be the president of the company because Musburger is looking for a puppet to control to take the fall for the company, so he could get rich and his co-workers can get rich also. So yeah, And also there's a reporter, Amy Archer, who is played by Jennifer Jason Leigh, who is this quick-talking reporter who is trying to um, uncover this whole scheme. What the hell is going on with this guy and all that? And yeah, like there's a lot here. And but the thing, okay, now first of all, this film is very clearly just a love letter to like these old uh, 50s and 40s films, which is very clear. The Coen Brothers are always very confident in the stuff that they are taking influences. Like they don't try to hide it. They're very proud and show the influences on screen, which I'm very glad. Like especially in the ending, like the ending does feel like very much like a Frank Capra type feeling. Yeah, just the whole feeling of the film is very like 50s and like 40s in a very like almost cartoony way, which I personally just really enjoyed that type of stuff. I just really enjoy how the film also looks. Everything about the film just looks so grand and epic, and as much and I did look it up, and it turns out that this is the Coen's most expensive film, which is also a shame because this is also one of their biggest flops, which is again a shame because I do think that this film is great. I just absolutely love the humor and the look of the film. Roger Deakins, the cinematographer, who is also the cinematographer for many of the Coen Brothers other films, he has done an amazing job in this, as he does always. Like the whole look of the film is like the whole city of the in where the film is set is very like square shaped and angular like, which is very like funny because Neville's idea is pretty much a circle, which turns out to be the hula hoop, and which is very funny. It's just a very simple but interesting contrast. There's a lot of like little contrasts in this film, like a lot of little details. I just love. I just love so much about it. Like the Coens always, the Coens are excellent world builders. Like every time when people talk about world building, they mostly talk about fantasy and sci-fi, but the Coen brothers just make these kinds of places, these worlds. You can just feel and tell what kind of world this is because of how it's shot and the characters. Like every single character, no matter how minor, feels like a real person. They feel really lived in. One thing that I always love about the Coen brothers is that they always care about the side characters. Like no matter how minute the character is, they always try to cast the best person, which I love. And I I might be a weird guy, but I actually do care about the side characters in a film or a story. Like I don't know. I think that a great story should have memorable side characters, which I know that might sound like a random thought, but I don't know, just something about like really little side characters that aren't very important but still somehow memorable is just so great to me. Like for example, Steve Buscemi has a really minor role, like just a few minutes, like a minute and a half, I think. Like it's extremely minor, but he is so memorable in this. Like his entire conversation with Neville is Norval. I mean, his conversation with Norval is very memorable. It, I just love the dialogue and the characters and just the humor. Like I just love the directing also. Just the Hudsucker Proxy is is one of those films, one of those comedies that you actually don't know what's going on. You don't know how it's going to end. And you're just very curious about that. The Coen brothers are very talented in that department. They always make these stories where you don't have a clue what or how it's going to end. And that goes with this one. I will not spoil how it ends or how or anything major about the plot. I'm just giving you all this basic details, and I just really recommend all of you to check it out. Like, the Hudsucker Proxy is honestly one of the funnier Coen Brothers films. Is up there with Burn After Reading and Oh Brother, Where Art Thou as one of the funnier films. Like, it's hilarious. This film just has top-notch humor, and it's just so creative, funny. I just really enjoyed it. And my god, I cannot believe that I went this long not seeing another Coen Brothers film. I think that the last Coen Brothers film that I have seen was Burn After Reading, which was, I think I saw that film like 3 years ago. Like, goddamn, like I need to watch much more Coen Brothers films. And if you guys have a recommendation for me, let me know. Put it in the comments, and let me know what you guys think about this film. And I hope you enjoy my review. That's all, and have a great day. Thank you.